This won't do. No, not this either. Or this. Or this. Or, hey, this will work perfect. Hey, buddy, you okay down there? He's okay. Hey there, ghosts and ghouls. Warlock Boo here. Today, I got a special series I'm gonna be reviewing. Today, I'm reviewing Corpse Party. This series is freaky as heck. So freaky, I have to put a thing in the beginning with blood and gore and mayhem, and I haven't even had to do that for any of the creepypastas I narrate. That's how bad this series is. This series is quite disturbing, so turn back now if you can't handle that. Good, you haven't turned back, so I can torture your brains all you want. So, the series itself is based on a set of old video games made from RPG Maker that were actually free at first and became a really popular series. Got mangas, got more video games, got board games, and finally an anime called Corpse Party, Tortured Soul, which we are looking at today. Now, the series starts at the end of some kind of festival. One of the kids in this group of friends is moving away. So they plan to do a ritual that will keep them always connected. They take a paper doll, say the person's name they want to be connected with 9 times in their head, and pull it apart. And as long as they keep that piece of paper, they will always be friends. Sounds like a kind of stupid, but nice little kid ritual that's just fun to do. Unfortunately, things go to shit. Very quickly, they find themselves careening into an alternate reality, an alternate pocket dimension more of the school that once was there. A school where multiple kids had been murdered by the principal's son and fellow teacher. A nurse fell and broke her neck. And it is now a pocket dimension where these ghosts murder people or drive them insane, causing them to murder other people. And the people who are killed here, soul is trapped in an insanity loop where they murder more people and trap their souls there. So fun. So you may be wondering why my background then. This is the school it took me forever to find, but I am here. George there doesn't make it too well. But he'll be fine, he just needs some water. Looks a little dehydrated. But the series itself is terrifying. The murders are terrifying. They are gory. They are bloody. I'm not one for torture murders where you just slowly torture the person. There's nothing scary to me in that. But this does it right. You don't know if they'll make it out. You don't know. You feel bad. You feel scared for these people. You feel terrified. And they give you enough history as it goes that you learn about how this works, why people are acting like they are, why this goes like it is. But you're still left with enough questions that you're like, but parts of these don't make sense. Why? So it may make you look up more information on it. Now, the characters in this show range from being great characters for this to complete idiots who I want to punch in the face. The characters in this show are all high schoolers, and they do that pretty well. They actually, and for an anime, they look fairly like high school students. And that's good. You can see them struggling with the insanity that's trying to take over. You can see them struggling with fear, their depression, their terror for their classmates. But they do some things that are stupid. Like one guy is there with his little sister. His sister's supposed to be in middle school, but she looks more like and acts more like she's like 8. So I doubt she's in middle school. Well, he's there and she really has to use the bathroom. They can't find the bathroom because all the stalls are destroyed in the ones they found. They run into another little girl who's all ripped up and looks covered in blood, but acts sweet, so they figure she's sweet. I mean, come on. They find a little forest and he tells her, you go to the bathroom over there. and tells the creepy girl they find, can you go with her to make sure she's okay? I'll wait inside. This annoys me. He is an idiot. Goes inside, the door locks, a ghost tries to attack his sister. The girl with her disappears because it turns out she was also a ghost, leaving her behind. I mean, really? You trusted some random girl you met in a haunted house to protect your little sister. I don't care how embarrassing it is. I can turn my back for a second while she takes a piss so I can guard her and make sure she doesn't get murdered. I'm sorry. I have siblings. I'm the oldest. This annoyed me. Other characters are interesting, but at the same time, we're just told how they think, how they act, how they feel about each other, but we never see it. We don't get flashbacks to show this off. And it's one thing that hurts this series. You just hear, oh, this character likes this character. This character likes this character. This character's friends with this character. But you never see it because they're all separated. And you can only do so much with stuff like this. You can't tell me how these characters should feel about each other. You need to show me how these characters feel about each other, how they act with each other. You should have thrown in some flashbacks. Now, they did do a fifth episode, which was a 15-minute OVA. That was not that good. It gave a little light, but not what I wanted. There were two characters that were actually shown very well how they acted together. It was the school's scary psychic girl, and I guess the school's tough guy who secretly liked her, and it really did show that out well. Showed that he liked her, that they cared for each other, but she had a crush on someone else, and he was jealous. He even comes back for her at the end once they get out, because the two of them do manage to get out from freeing one of the ghosts, but go back to save everyone. He decides to stay back because he does not want to go through that again and die, but comes back and saves her and dies. Sorry, spoilers. Now, this show's art is very good. It is very good. It's anime. I mean, it's hard not to have great anime, but there are some that aren't great, but still. One thing in it, though, they like panty shots. And in times, you do not need panty shots. This is a horror series. You don't need panty shots at least once an episode. Take this clip, for instance. You did not need to show me it from that angle. She was about to be murdered. She was scared. She was in pain. Yet you decided to show me at that angle. Why? That doesn't make sense to me. Yes, fan service, but there are times and places for fan service, and that was not one of them. It's one thing that also annoys me in this series. Another thing is it can't just have the demented little ghost girl be demented little ghost girl. They have to give her a sad backstory and give her a reason for murdering people. Ghosts. We don't need reasons to murder people. Saying, oh, I'm murdering all these innocents because I was murdered is stupid. I was a ghost myself, but I'm not gonna go murder people because I was murdered. I mean, that's stupid. That's just making me as bad as my murderer. I'm gonna murder people because it's fun. But that's another subject there altogether. Whew. I get annoyed at stuff like this. But the series itself is not bad. The artwork is good. The gore and horror aspects of this are great. That it slowly drove you insane and gives you bits of story is good. The characters, I feel like they could be better if they had fleshed them out more. This is a show you should watch, and I'm strongly going to say that. But again, there are problems with it. And I think it's because, like I said, it's only 4 episodes long, plus a 5th OVA that's only about 15 minutes long. Also, the theme song's very misleading. They show you clips in it that never happen, but look like they are going to. So yeah, fuck you, theme song. Make me think people are going to survive that aren't going to survive. I mean, by the 2nd episode, you're gone from 9 to 5 characters living. Yeah, it does that. It can be hard to watch because these are teenagers and not the Hollywood teenagers that are way older than they're supposed to be. These are classic teenagers. They look like teenagers, and one is a younger girl in middle school. And her death scene, oh my god, that was... I have kids. I have 2 kids. I have little siblings, a younger brother and 2 younger sisters. All I thought through this whole death scene, this whole torture scene was, come on and save them. Come on and save her. I wanted that, but they didn't play it out. It was sad. I don't like seeing children hurt. I don't like seeing children scared. It can be funny at times to see them scared, but it's usually, if they're terrified, it's not. That's because I'm a father. I'm an older brother. I learned not to find that funny. I learned to have to protect people. And this show did make me go upset. Not angry at the show, but upset and sad because of some of what happens. Should you watch this? As I said, yes, watch this. It is a great show. It is good. If you have a weak stomach, don't. It is not available in English, as yet I can find. I have found it only in Japanese and subtitled. And I would suggest doing that. There are multiple legal websites you can find it on. And look on those. Crunchyroll, I'm pretty sure, has it, and some others. I can't support the use of using an illegal website or streaming service because, yeah, I don't want to get flagged and stuff. But, yes, you should watch this. It is a great Halloween. Sit her down and watch it with a group of friends and hear each other scream. I also suggest watching the Markiplier's old playthrough of the old game. He is hilarious to watch in it. And it will give you some extra little information about this. Also, I want to say one thing before I leave off on this. The Ghost Girl's fucking messed up and needs not to be ascended to heaven. She needs to be murdered herself. Yeah, I went there. And I said that. But if you have any... What was that? What was that? Okay. If you have any information for me or want to tell me anything, leave it in the description below. Until then, this has been Warlock Boo, hoping to be spooking y'all later.